Hey guys, DB Roy here, and today before I get into the what if, firstly the announcement, since we're getting quite close to 800 subscribers, there's going to be an 800 subscriber special to this YouTube channel. Something that I'm working really hard on, just something really fun and enjoyable, just my way of thanking all you guys who have come on to support the channel, and a future thank you for those of you who come on in the future. And while I'm at it, there's also going to be a 1,000 subscriber special. So, like I said, the 800 subscriber special is already underway, under production. And, yep, it's going to be a lot of hard work. But I think it'll be something that you all are going to enjoy, especially you guys who are here for the Dragon Ball What Ifs. So, anyway, without further ado, we'll get straight into What If King Piccolo Was Revived Part 2, which we are continuing right where we left off with the original. Now, where we last left off with this story, Piano, who in this story turned out to actually survive being buried underground when Goku had his original battle with King Piccolo at King's Castle, which ultimately resulted in the Titans' defeat. And, well, thanks to Piano being alive and secretly observing the Dragon Team over the years, as well as secretly training up himself, and not that he didn't have a little bit of help from the Earth Dragon Balls to help him become a more warrior-type Demonic Namekian, Piano, as I said, was secretly watching over the Dragon Team over the years, all the way from the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai through the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, all the way through, and eventually found out about the Super Dragon Balls and was able to use them in order to revive his master. Not just revive him, but make him a separate life form, so he's no longer linked to Piccolo Jr., who, as we know, is merged with Kami. So, this version of King Piccolo can walk up to Piccolo Jr., his reincarnation, and kill him without any repercussions. After all, Piccolo Jr. did turn out to be such a failure, didn't he? And so, King Piccolo spent the last couple of months training under Piano, who was way stronger than his master, to the point that King Piccolo has become way stronger than what he was before, has since reformed an army of his legion of demonic Namekians, as well as also training with them to also boost his strength even further. He now way overshadows Piano, much like in the original version. And, well, you're probably wondering, has King Piccolo cracked a certain new form? Well, that remains to be seen. Now, King Piccolo is now confident that he's ready to begin his plan of world domination of the Earth. So, with the help of Piano, they have managed to get themselves a better ship that can carry them all. Just a Frieza Force ship that they managed to take over, and he is heading straight for planet Earth. Now remember, this is a little while after the events of Dragon Ball Superhero, the latest movie that came out. And well, As it turns out, Piccolo Jr. is the first target on King Piccolo's list, as while King Piccolo was having a training session with Gohan and Pan, which it now seems that Piccolo has finally gotten through to Gohan that he just can't keep slacking off like this. He's got to keep training, he's got to master this new form, and whatnot. So you've got Beast Orange Piccolo having a sparring out session with Beast Gohan, and you also got Pan there watching as well. She had a little training session with them earlier on, but now it was time for I guess you could say the boys to cut loose, so to speak. And well, essentially, after the training was done, and Gohan and Pan went home for the day, Piccolo began doing pretty much what he normally does whenever Gohan and Pan aren't there, and that is meditating, when suddenly he senses these new energies, each of them closing in on him, and well, it is the elite guard of King Piccolo. You know them, I use them in every King Piccolo What If. Violin, violin, gong, and triangle. And well, essentially, the trio begin attacking Piccolo, and Piccolo recognizes them as Demonic Namekians. Impossible. How could you be here? Only I had the ability to create you.
Well, well, isn't he left in the dark?
Tell me about it. No wonder he's not worthy of serving the mighty King Piccolo. I was King Piccolo. You must really want to die. And well, the battle between the three continues. You're a lot stronger than my former minions. Good. This'll give me the exercise I want. And well, seemingly, Piccolo is pretty much defeating the trio. However, this is when someone else shows up. Oh, well done, well done. His lordship should be pleased with how his reincarnation turned out. What? Piano? I thought you died years ago. Well, you of all people should not underestimate his own servants. I mean, us demonic Namekians, we are built tough, you know. So you're the ringleader behind this mess? What is this about?
What is this about? Oh, nothing much. We're just getting rid of all the loose ends as King Piccolo makes his return.
You're not making any sense.
Oh, it'll become clear soon enough.
And, well, this is where Piano begins powering up, and Piano undergoes a transformation. He begins growing in height, showing muscles in his arm that's tearing through his tunic, and wings sprouting. He's looking like a muscled up, pterodactyl, mutant-looking thing. It's pretty cool. And, well, he immediately attacks Piccolo Jr., sending him into the mountainsides and hitting him with a barrage of ki blasts.
It's a shame when King Piccolo and I take everything you love. I really hoped you would have been there to see it.
Don't count me out just yet. Piccolo emerges, bit of a smile on his face, his weighted clothes discarded, and he powers up into Orange Piccolo, and the battle between him and Piano continues until suddenly something that terrifies Piccolo Jr. has him frozen in his tracks. The power is immense, but what's scary is the voice. Piano, that's enough. Stop wasting your time with this failure. What? That voice! Piccolo looks, and by all means, there is indeed a King Piccolo standing there. And his power is crazy. Piano. Hurry up and finish things.
Oh, don't worry, my lord. I was just about to do that now.
And well, the only way Piccolo Jr. thinks he can win and potentially save the Earth is to try out using the Mafu Bar. And he intends to fire it straight at King Piccolo, but this is when Piano teleports himself in front of the attack, and he's holding it off. What? Impossible!
That's right. I saw you during the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. I know exactly how to reverse this. Evil containment, reverse!
No! And Piccolo Jr., the good Piccolo, is swept up and trapped in the electronic jar. Ironic, no? And well, that is one obstacle in my way. Tell me in there, Kami, how do you like your new home? He's aware that Kami and Piccolo Jr. had fused. He was just saying that as a mockery. And well, without further ado, King Piccolo sends his entire legions to attack the planet, and they are pretty much attacking and laying waste to any signs of human civilization they can find. And, well, this is where our Dragon team begins sensing everything that's going on down there. Now, if you're wondering about Goku and Vegeta, they're still on Beerus's homeworld training. They haven't left since since before the Dragon Ball superhero movie. They're still there doing their training. So that leaves our warrior heroes of Gohan, Krillin, Android 18, even that android that survived the superhero movie. His name's I forget. I'm pretty sure it was One. I'm pretty sure One survived. That was his name, One. Well, One joins the fight, and another android that looks just like him. Now, it's not a rebuilt version of 2, it's simply 3. 1 and 3 have joined the battle. Of course, what's his name is going to continue his research and build another android with a superhero gimmick. After all, a part of him, he is from Dr. Giro's family, after all. The grandson of Dr. Giro, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah. And while they are having sort of a field day, battling it out with Piccolo's legions, essentially beating the I guess you could say the foot soldiers, as they were. Then comes when Triangle, Gong, and Violin join the battle. Suddenly, things aren't looking so great for our heroes, who are getting challenged a bit. Oh yes, and Panda's getting involved in the fight too. Right now, she's basically sticking to taking on the weaker ones, which she's not having too much difficult with. And besides, we also got Tien and Yamcha joining in the fray too. After all, this is a full-scale invasion. We can pretty much use everyone. At least everyone who's on planet at the time. And well, essentially, Gohan is basically immediately left alone to fight with King Piccolo himself. And Gohan is quite surprised at this, because as far as he can tell and recognize by ki, it's the same person, only darker, evil. I don't understand it, Mr. Piccolo. Why are you behaving like this? You really think I'm the same man or same Namekian you once knew? Foolish boy. You're too much like your father. And well, this is where Gohan notices the devil crest encircled on it. I see. You're the original King Piccolo. The one my father destroyed many years ago. Finally you catch on. Perhaps you're not as much of a brainless monkey as your father after all. You'll regret saying that. And Gohan is doing his best to battle with King Piccolo, who's playing around with him like he's nothing at the moment, at least until Gohan resorts into transforming into Beast Gohan. And, well, as much as it seems that Gohan is beginning to turn the tables on King Piccolo, well, allow me to just assure you that King Piccolo reveals a little secret. He too has achieved the orange form. May I introduce Orange King Piccolo? And well, essentially, the two powerhouses are going at it, but it's very clear that Orange Piccolo is the superior fighter here. What's wrong, Gohan? Afraid to fight back? Well, if you're afraid to fight, maybe you'd rather dance! And, he's firing a barrage of ki blasts at Gohan, making him dance, basically. That's right, dance! Dance! And well, Roshi, who's also there helping out in the battle, damn it! This is too much! I never thought this evil would ever return! We need to do something! And well, luckily with all this time, everyone was, well, Bulma especially, was trying to more or less get in touch with Whis to send Goku and Vegeta back here. And, well, the message would eventually get through, but not before King Piccolo let his guard down and gave Gohan the opportunity to destroy the little bit of jar King Piccolo was wearing as a pendant. The little pendant that essentially holds the Piccolo we know and love inside. So with that being destroyed, the Piccolo we know and love is released, and well, it's a battle of the Piccolos, as Piccolo Jr. powers up to Orange, and Gohan, along with his friend and mentor, Piccolo Jr., are battling it out with King Piccolo. And essentially, they do begin to somewhat overwhelm King Piccolo with the strength of numbers, but then Piano just gets involved and separates Gohan from the two Piccolos, who are going at it. Going at it like they are at war. To think you actually merge with that old fool, that sentimental Kami, disgusts me. You were supposed to avenge me and conquer this world. And then the good one would just rebut and say, everything about you disgusts me. You're everything I used to be. But not anymore. I have a proper family, and I will defend it! But, over the course of the battle, King Piccolo is getting the better of the good one. But luckily, this is when Goku and Vegeta show up. And King Piccolo, for the first time in 30 years, gets a glance of his real enemy. The one he wants revenge on. Goku. And, well, he immediately forgets his son, Piccolo Jr., or reincarnation, whatever you want to call him, and pretty much goes straight for Goku, who pretty much answers back with a shot and sends him back into the air. And, well, essentially, we get the ancient battle between Goku and King Piccolo, and a lot of their battle, it is pretty much a lot like the original. Meanwhile, Gohan is still struggling with Piano, and Vegeta is basically whisked him out of harm's way and basically told him, "You've done enough for now. Let me handle this one." And Piano's like, "Oh, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. Well, you should be bowing to the king." And essentially, Vegeta powers up immediately to his Super Saiyan Blue, and Piano and Vegeta are going at it, and Piano could not get a strike in on Vegeta. Vegeta all this time has been really focusing on his meditation and doing that type of training that Jiren had done. And he has become even more sufficient at it than what we saw in the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, that, yes, he's able to battle back Piano and essentially destroys the servant to King Piccolo. King Piccolo witnessing this, "Oh, Piano, that fool, should have just stayed out of this." And, well, the rest of King Piccolo's legions have pretty much more or less surrounded Vegeta. And Vegeta's pretty much just having a nice field day, taking them all down, and after he's done punching and kicking them around enough, he pretty much just powers up a bit more, engulfing the rest of them in his Super Saiyan Blue. Meanwhile, Goku and King Piccolo are still going at it, and well, Piccolo, who's now back in his green form, completely worn out for what King Piccolo had done to him. It's a bit confusing talking about these two Piccolos, I'll tell you what. But initially, it's like a regain of history, and Goku does end up himself injured and seemingly unable to continue the battle. Vegeta tries to step in and help out against King Piccolo, so we get a brief battle between the king and the Prince of all Saiyans, Prince versus a King. But ultimately, Piccolo is able to wave him off too, and pretty much all the other good guys are all taking attempts at trying to beat King Piccolo down, trying to give Goku a chance to recover, and well, essentially all of them are pretty much beaten down, including Beast Gohan. And is that all you've got? Is this all you have to challenge me, the mighty King Piccolo? And well, he's essentially getting ready to power up a Ki Blast capable of hopefully wiping them all out completely. However, this is when a sudden blast comes from the ground and Goku is propelling himself much like he did in their original fight. And well, it's not looking good for King Piccolo, who remembers this technique very well. No, not again. This time, stay down! Super Dragon Fist! Goku powers up a Super Dragon Fist, and just like the original battle, goes straight through him. How embarrassing for King Piccolo to lose the exact same way he did last time. And, well, you might be thinking, oh, is he going to spit another egg? Well, it did look like he was trying to, but before he could, Piccolo stands before him. You see, this is why we had to change. I'm sorry, Father. And Piccolo finishes him off with a disintegrating Ki Blast. King Piccolo is dead. And well, thanks to some help with the Dragon Balls. After all, this was a good couple of months after the events of Super Dragon Ball here. Dragon Ball Superhero. So a couple months later, they'd easily be able to gather the Dragon Balls and use another wish from the dragon to restore everything before King Piccolo's recent attack, which works no problem. And well, this pretty much concludes this story. Hey, I did say it wasn't going to be a long one. This was pretty much built up to be done like it was a what if movie special. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and well, I'll be back next time for more. So please leave your comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time. Catch you later.